Hello friends, my name is Prakash Pathak and you're watching me here on I Think Technologies, and today we are going to learn about React Router DOM and how you can use this in your React application and how this all works. So let's get started. So as you can see here, I am on the npm repository page of that React Router DOM. So first thing which you need to do is and before that I would like to tell you one thing is that I have already set up a create react app application and it is running right now over here. As you can see the output over here. Okay, so this is the first step which I have already did, and I am assuming that you know that, and if you don't know that, just go to the part 1 or 2 of the series where you can know how to set up a project. So the first thing which you need to do is go ahead and copy this thing called npm install create and npm install react router DOM. Simply click this and this will be copied. So let's now simply go to our project folder and paste this and hit enter. Now this will install React Router DOM in our application so that we can use that. Okay, so while it is installing, I would like to explain you what React Router DOM is and what it, you know, how you can use this. So React Router DOM is actually enables you to go various parts of your application in your various parts of your React application. As you know, React is an SPA, which is single page application. So this helps you to route between all those pages, and how you can dynamically render, how you can conditionally render a page, and all those interesting stuff. So we'll be learning all these things in this particular video. So let's see our installation is finished or not. Now it's still installing. I think it will be done soon, so let's wait. So okay, so you can see here that I think so, wait, yeah, so you can see that the React Router DOM has been successfully installed, and we have opened this on Visual Studio Code, which is a very popular code editor. You can use any other code editor of your choice. So let's first go ahead and delete all the things which we don't need. Let's start with app.js. uh, so uh, so first thing we'll be doing is we don't need this app.css. We'll be removing this thing. We'll be removing everything in between. Let's remove app.css, delete, app.test.js, delete. Let keep logo.svg, delete. Okay, let let everything else be the same. That does not matter. So let's see how our application looks now. Okay, okay. Now we have to go here and remove this logo. Import React. Okay, and now I think that should be fine. Oh, what is this? Okay, now you can see we have a blank application without anything, right? Now, as we know that the React Router DOM actually enables us to go to the various pages conditionally or go to various pages. Uh, so we first need to have some pages in order to go to them. So let's create some pages first. So let's create a directory called pages. Okay, inside that, let's call a page called homepage dot jsx. Uh, about page .jsx, and let's start learning by only these two pages. So let's import this React, and let's say sfc. And if you're thinking that how I'm able to you know uh, generate this code snippets, so it's quite easy. Let me first finish this one and then I'll tell you. So let's write home page over here. So this is just a general page, and this all these snippets I could generate because I have an extension called simple react snippets. As you can see, this extension actually has a list. You can see the list. This has like an enormous list of commands which you can use in order to generate code snippets very easily, and this can make your React development very faster. So this home page we have generated, let's simply copy this and let's close this extension one and go to the about page, paste this. Let's change the name from home page to about page. Again, if you're thinking how I've selected at all these three places, so simply select one occurrence and simply click Control D, and you'll be able to select all of them in Visual Studio Code. So that's something cool. So we have two pages, and now we want to go to these two pages according to the address. Yes, so what we want is when we when we are at the home, we should be going to the home page, and when we are at the about, so we want to go to the about page, right? So this is what we want. So let's see how we can achieve this. Okay, so simply go here and let's now import some important modules from React Router DOM. So here's the React Router DOM. So we need a browser router. Now I'll tell you what is this and why this is used for. Route and switch. Okay, so we need all these three things. There are many websites and tutorials where this is written as the router. So you can write this or remove this, whatever you want. It is up to you. So let's first say this. I would like to tell you one thing. You have everywhere where you want to use this React router, that part needs to be covered in this browser router component. Okay, that means that in our case we want our whole application to support routing, and we want to go to various parts in our whole application. That's why we are wrapping our whole application inside this browser router. Okay, that's great. Inside this browser router you have to use switch, and I will tell you what is switch and why it is used for in a second. But let me first try to make this thing up and running. So path, at path this we want the component home page to be rendered, and now we have to import the home page. So let's quickly import home page from dot slash pages slash homepage. Wow, great. Let's save this and let's see what do we have. Okay, we have an error. So it says homepage not defined. So let's see homepage. Okay, so in the homepage we have export default homepage. Okay, this is name is not correct actually. Home page, and here also homepage. Yeah, that should work. So let's see. As you can see now, I would like to show you compare these two, and I want to show you that how it is working. When you go to this particular address, this particular homepage component will be rendered, and that's how the routes generally work. Now what is the use of this switch? The switch actually as the name suggests, it switch the route, it switch the component as soon as any like this route, it removes all other component and switch the component with with which the path actually matches with the address bar. So that is what the switch does. So as the name suggests, you can just you must be having an idea about how and what that how and what that is. Okay, so the next thing which I want to do is I want to render the about page also. So now I would want to say that about now component, and I want to render the about page. I think I have to import this from import about page from dot slash pages slash about page, and I think so I'm correct. Let me check. About page, yeah. So let's save this. Okay, we haven't closed this one, so let's close this one. Okay, if you now there will be some problem, let me tell you before only there will be some problem. So let's see what is that problem. So if you go to this, if you go to and open our site, we are at the home page and we are on the home page. That's great. So if you go to about and enter, you are at the home page. But why are we on the home page? We should not be on the home page right now, right? Okay, how to solve this issue? Let me explain you how the route works first, so that you can understand this problem. And this is not a problem actually, this is a very great thing which enables you to use nested routing. So just try to understand this. See, switch actually goes from top to bottom. So at first it will see that does your site have a slash. By slash I mean this beginning. Yes, it has. It will stop here and render this component. I think you are getting what I'm saying. It will stop here and render this component. It will not render any other component. Okay, but we don't want this behavior, right? We want to render this component only and only if the path matches exactly only and only the slash, right? So for that kind of behavior you can specify exact over here. Okay, so as soon as you specify exact over here, you can see we are rendering about over here and home page over here. And let me show you again, about page over here and home page over here. Okay, that's great, but nobody in the world likes to go to various parts of your application by just going and typing slash about, right? You need some kind of link to go from one page to another page. Okay, now you must be habituated with, you must be knowing about anchor tags, right? So in general react in general html or in general html we use anchor tags to go from one part of the application to another part of the application. But here in React Router DOM, that kind of create a problem that actually makes your app refresh and reload all its resources again. So that makes your application really slow, and we don't want that behavior. So there is another thing in the same React Router DOM called link. Okay, so this link actually works same as anchor, anchored element of the HTML, but it is way much more cooler. So let me show you how. Let's say we have a sort of navigation bar. It's not at all beautiful, but still, let's see. And let's use this link over here. Let's write something like that. Let's call it home page. Okay, a home page. And in this link you can specify link to. Where do you want to link? So I want to link this at home page, right? That's correct. That's great. And here I'm going to use a break tag. Okay, and here I want to use another link tag. That's great. To slash about. So about and save. Okay, and as you can see, my code is automatically get arranged. That is because I have installed the prettier extension. So if you also want this to happen, simply go and install that. As you can see, okay, now we have two links, one for the home page, one for the about page, and let's go and quickly try them. So this is the home page. Okay, let's first go to this thing, home page. We are already in home page. About page, you can see this works as expected. This is rendering. And if you notice, this navigation bar is not, we do not have to render this again and again because this switch is outside this navigation bar. Okay, so that is something really cool, and this is the basis of nested routing, which we'll be learning in the future tutorials. So don't forget to subscribe the channel and like this video. That's great. Next, okay, so this is how basic things work. Now let's move to a little bit of advanced concept. Let's see how how to do something cool. So let me show you. Now in most of the application, in this in the navigation bar, you you must have some different style for that. That if the about page is active, this should have a different style. If the home page is active, this home page should have different style. So how to implement that? Let's see how you can do that. So let's first do one thing. Let's say we have a different component called navbar. Let's separate this from this whole thing, and let's cut this from here, paste this over here. Let's say navbar. Okay, that's great. So we have navigation bar. It will be all the same with what it was before. But now let's say we want an style. Let's specify the style over here. Let's say let's call it active style. The style which needs to be applied when that particular link is active. How you can do this? So let's say we want the color to be red of that particular link which is active. Now you can go like up to, you can do all sorts of designing everything, but I am just trying to explain you the concept right now. How does it work? Let's say you want anything, any link which is active to have a red color. Okay, that's great. So let's say that here in the home page we want, you know, see this, it's called, I think, active, wait, let me see. uh, okay, yeah, I just remember. You cannot have this, this active, this style. When this link is active, you cannot use the same link component. You have to use another component called nav link. Yes friends, this is something really cool. So let's see, let's say you want to select both of them. So I have already told you how you can do that. Control D, then control D, so that all the link will be selected, and I want to change them with nav link. That's great. And nav link, this two option is there in the nav link also, so that we do not need to change. We just want to say that active. Now this will give us active class name, so you can specify the CSS class name, or active style. So let's give an active style. So we want to say this will be active style, and let's put the same thing in this one also. And I hope so you're understanding what I'm trying to explain to you. This style will be implemented on this whenever this will be active. Now this will actually create some problem, and I'll be explaining you that problem also. So as you can see, both of them are red. Okay, why this problem occurred? Same thing, same thing. As you can see, this also starts by seeing that is there is a slash, is there a slash in the address? Yes, it is. Let's put let's make the color red. Okay, and as is there a about in the address bar? Yes, so let's put that red. So that's really an issue. As you can see in the home page, it does not put red about, because it does no about. Okay, so how you can fix this? Simple, just say exact. That same solution for everything. So we want to say that, let's specify exact over here also. Okay, so now you can see this works perfectly. Now if you are on the about page, the about section will be, about link will be red. If you are on the home page will be red. Okay friends, so I hope so this tutorial was really interesting and you really learned something out of this tutorial. This was an introduction to React Router DOM. There is like much more advanced topic, very fun stuff coming on, after this tutorial, in this whole series. And one more thing I would like to tell you in the last, simply, I'll be putting this link to this website called reactrouter.com. Simply go to this web section, and this is great. I can say it like this has everything which everything about React Router. So don't forget to check this site after after watching this video, because this is insane. This has everything about React Router. So thank you friends. If you like the video, don't forget to like it, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, because I'll be keep on making these kinds of video, and it keeps me motivated. Thank you, and bye bye.